All right, so usually I hate these kinds of posts because I think they're corny, but you can learn something really big here. So, if you hate the rich, pay attention. So, this whole buy, borrow, die concept is actually very real. And so, a lot of rich people, this is what they do. And by the way, this is not just available to them, you can do it yourself, and I think you should. So, if you have a job or a business and you're making money, you should go and invest this in assets. And when you do that, you're going to be able to borrow against it. So, something that most people are familiar with is real estate. You buy real estate, that's an asset. And so, when you borrow against it, you do a refinance or some sort of HELOC, then you're not going to pay tax on that money because it's debt. And then, if you keep doing that, right, you borrow, then you buy more assets, make more money, and you borrow and borrow and borrow. And then eventually you die, which this is very real for people when they pass on their assets to their kids. There's something called a step up basis. This step up basis means that the price that you bought it at is now going to step up to the price of the day that of your death. And so let's say, someone bought it originally at 100,000, right? Whatever asset it is, and then they're going to sell it at a million. That gain, the amount they'd be taxed on is the 900,000. But that step up makes it so that the 100K that you bought it at, when it gets stepped up, is now $1 million. And so if your kids were to sell it, technically there's no step up or there's no gains per se. And so this is huge. Rich people do this all the time. Again, it's available to you as well, so you should pay attention. And what happens is a lot of these CEOs, these high net worth people, they get paid in assets. So they don't make cash, they don't get a check, they get assets that they borrow against, and they keep doing that. And then they go and they die. And then so they never really pay that much in taxes. And then their kids get all these assets who then do the same thing. So this is huge. And I think if you understand this, you'd understand why rich people aren't necessarily like scheming. This is just the system. It's the tax code, and it's available to you as well.